In today's video, I want to talk about how everyone needs a coach or a father in their life to give them some guidance, and how I learned this in t-ball practice with my son. Stick around. So this summer, we signed up my son for t-ball, and we had a blast participating and also watching all these 3 to 4 year olds running around a field trying to play t-ball. And it was hysterical, and also very heartwarming and eye-opening. And in today's video, I want to talk about 3 things that we picked up and how there's a definite need for a coach or a father in everyone's life to help bring these 3 things into our lives. And so, starting off, the first thing that I wanted to share with you today is direction. You know, it's great to work with the kids in t-ball, and even with all the parents, we were encouraged to be on the field with the kids to help steer them, help give them a little direction. But even all of us parents were standing around going, what are we doing? What are we doing? Do you know what we're doing? And so the organizers, the coaches that were running the t-ball would organize the different teams, and they would work with each of the kids and parents and give us direction on what we were going to do. So simple things like, hey, we're going to practice base running. And they'd line up all the kids and they would run around the bases. Or, hey, we're going to practice fielding. You guys, there was little dots sitting on the field that every kid stood on, and the coach would field the ball to the kids and they would catch it. And so even parents in this setting needed direction. We needed some coaching, some guidance on how we were going to steer the kids. And then the parents were given the opportunity to give their kids direction, which usually aligned with the direction that the coaches were giving on how to run or how to hit the ball or even how to field it. So when it comes to anything that we take on in life, we often need a little direction at first to get our bearings and to know where we're going and how we should go there. But once we have a little direction, then the next thing we need to develop is coordination. And this really is a process of repetition. It's doing the thing that we were directed to do over and over and over again until we get it right or till we master it. And to improve anything, we must improve our coordination with it. And so for the mechanics of t-ball, the kids were learning how to stand, how to place their mitt on the ground, and how to catch the ball or clamp the ball. They alligator clamped it, into their mitt. And so there was direction, but even once they were told how to do that, they needed to learn how to use their hands and place their hands and body in the right position to do what they were told to do. Now, none of them did it right 100% the first time, or if they did do it right the first time, they didn't do it right the second, third, or fourth time. In fact, oftentimes they would get it right immediately, but then the next week or 2 weeks later, they would just kind of give up or not even do it at all. How many times has this happened to us? I mean, has it happened to you where you have a little direction, you're told on what to do and how to do it, but then to develop the coordination of doing it and doing it well, maybe we lack the repetition. Maybe we don't take that step to get out there and try it and do it. When it comes to doing a YouTube channel, yeah, we might get all the direction in the world that on free YouTube videos that people tell you how to do it, but do you have the coordination? Have you put in the reps? Or when it comes to any type of like business activity or work-related activity, have you put in the reps to develop the coordination so that you can improve on the direction that you've been given? So once you have your direction and then you've repeated it a couple times and developed some coordination, the next thing is confidence. Confidence will come as we continue to do the things that we've been directed to, even if we have a little bit of success with it. So mastery is not required to have confidence. Confidence will come though as we become more of a master of the task we do. And so with the kids, the one of the things that almost every kid could do very well was to run. And they would get on the base and they would run to first base. And they were directed to go to which base they knew to go to, and then they were directed to stop and on a base at a certain time. Where so they had the direction and they're running. They've had a lot of coordination with that. But where they lacked was the confidence on when and how and is it okay to run? Can I run to this? So one of the things that I kept noticing was when kids would come to first base, even if they said, "Okay, this is going to be a home run. We want all the kids to run around and hit all the bases." So they would kind of schedule the home run. They would say, "Okay, this is the last batter, and we're going to practice a home run." All the kids, almost every one of them, would run to the base and they would stop and look. And they would look at the parent or whoever was at that base saying, "Is it okay that I run? Can I run? Is it okay?" And the parent would be like, "Yeah, yeah, go, go, go." And after a few seconds of the parent saying, "Go, go, go," finally the kid would run and he'd have the confidence to know that he was in the right and he could move on to the next base. Same thing goes with us. Oftentimes we need to have that little bit of confidence to know when to go. Yeah, we've got the direction. Yes, we have the coordination. We know how to do it. We've done it a bunch of times. But maybe we just need the confidence to get moving. The interesting thing was towards the end of the T-ball sessions, towards the end of our season, quote unquote, the kids had a ton of confidence when it come to hitting the ball off that tee. Many kids were just swinging it as hard as they could. When it came to fielding, there was kids piling on top of each other because it's like, "Hey, I want the ball." And when it came to base running, they knew which base to run to and when it was time to go. And the parent said go. They were all about going. And so it's incredible when we have a little bit of confidence how far we can go. And so those are my 3 tips on our life lessons that I picked up from T-ball with my son. And I just wanted to encourage you that, we all need a coach or a father figure that in our lives that gives us these things, that gives us the direction. They steer us the right way. They can keep us on the right path. A father can help us improve our coordination by spurring us on to say, "Okay, I've given you the direction, let's keep at it." And this is why fatherhood can be sometimes really difficult, is because we know what we want our children to do. We tell them what we do, we give them the direction, but the where it gets bogged down sometimes is us kind of restating that over and over, getting them to develop the coordination. Um, I watched, I saw a tweet from John Acuff the other day that said, "Hey, if you want a kind teenager at 16, teach them kindness at 6 and give them 10 years to practice it." And so that's kind of our role as parents, as fathers, to give them the direction and work with them over and over relentlessly to help them develop that coordination and then encourage them when they get it right and give them the confidence they have when moving on in life. So spend that extra time helping them develop skills and traits, even personal traits like just being a kind human being. you know we see it all the time, like, man, why can't this person, did no one teach them how to be polite? Did no one teach that kid how to be courteous? Or what, where was that person lacking in that they were just so mean? And so these are questions that come in through my mind, like, okay, There's been a lack of fatherhood in our society, and I'm encouraging fathers, parents, if you can, continue to do the good work, the hard work, the repetitive work of reminding your kids to do the tasks that you think they should already know, and remind them again and again and again. Because in the end of the day, a, a father can grow our confidence and help us grow and help us reach new heights. He can lift us up and help us achieve the things that we've never dreamed are possible. And so it's with that, I want to encourage you today. Well, if you got that direction, take it, own it, continue to work at it, continue to work at the direction, at the goal that you're trying to achieve. Put in the reps, grow your coordination, and in time you will have confidence and know when it's right to pull the trigger. But it's not one of those things that you can just learn out of a textbook or by watching another YouTube video. You have to get your hands in the game. You got to put your hand in a glove, put your hand on a ball bat, put some running shoes on your feet, and get involved. And I'm guarantee once you're involved, once you get yourself immersed into the game, whether it be a sport, a physical game where it's sport or athletics, or if it's developing a business or a YouTube channel, at some point you got to stop watching the videos or reading the books or reading the blogs and actually start creating and doing the content and doing the work. This is a message to myself just as much as it to you. So I hope this had brought you value today. I hope you've learned something new that you can take home and maybe begin applying in your life. If this did bring you value, if you enjoyed these videos, please consider subscribing so you know when we drop new videos. And of course, smash that like video and leave a comment below. What are some of the things that maybe you've been on the sidelines watching? What have you been watching from the sidelines? So, man, I keep wanting to do this, but I see all the videos, I have all the direction. Now I need to get in there and do the reps. I need to get in there and develop the coordination so that I have the confidence. Confidence is not going to come until you start doing and being involved and taking action. So from me to you, from the Fathers for All channel, thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.